Well, hello, all of you beautiful people out there in Minecraft land. How are you today? I am fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. My name is Vid, and welcome back to another very exciting episode on the IgnitorSMP server. I have no idea what this thing is. I just saw it in the middle of the ocean and thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna come and record my intro on this. This is now my third week on the server. And this should be, if my calculations are correct, episode 4. Because I released 2 episodes last week. Yes, very exciting stuff. Anyway, there's so much new to show you guys. Since, well, not really since last week, but because basically I stopped recording my last episode yesterday and not a lot has happened. So, but there is actually a new shop on the server that I haven't showed you. It's actually been up for a day or two. So let's zip over there and take a quick peek. This is the new shop that has appeared on the server. It looks like its name is Shop, but I happen to know that that's not its entire name. Its entire name is The One Stop Shop, and it is owned by Onyxx. So he's got signs here that say, feel free to leave requests. I think this is supposed to be like a building materials shop. Check this out. Granite, diorite, andesite, all for 1 diamond per stack. He's got sandstone, 1 diamond for 2 stacks. That's actually hard to get. I know Total Thomas Man will probably be interested in that because of his big pyramid build he's going to be doing. He's got, basalt, 1 diamond for 2 stack. Cobblestone, 1 diamond for 2 stacks. That's pretty cool. Stone, 1 diamond for 2 stacks. Man, I might actually come here and do some building. Wonder why this stuff is 1 diamond per stack when everything else is 1 diamond for 2 stacks. Look at that. Sand and gravel, 1 diamond for 2 stacks. That is fantastic. Uh-oh, it's night. Oh, good. It's not night anymore. I was just going to say I need to sleep, but I don't have my bed with me because I left it somewhere. So a funny thing happened to me while I was AFK at my creeper farm. This sign and chest appeared. And before I show you the sign, let me show you the chest. It is full of slime balls. That's right, because the sign says, I built my slime farm and it is Onyxx. Yesterday, I happened to be chatting with Onyxx, and we were talking about slime farms. He asked me if I knew how to locate slime chunks, and I actually helped him out locating some slime chunks in his swamp. He asked me if there was a slime farm on the server already, and I said not yet, but that's actually my goal, to build a slime farm in this episode, early in this episode. It's actually the first project I wanted to do this week. And he said he would love to build a slime farm as well, basically for practice. So I said to him, well, if you're going to build a slime farm and I'm going to build a slime farm, clearly we should both sell slime, so why don't we go 50-50 partners on a slime shop? And he thought that was a fantastic idea. But now I'm back in the shopping district because I have found 2 slime chunks of my own. And you might have noticed this great big beacon beam right here. That is because those 2 slime chunks are right here. Right about here and right about behind it over here. Unfortunately, or rather fortunately, depending on how you look at it, this property is owned by Killer Cat. And so I ended up asking him permission if I could build my slime farm at bedrock level underneath his base, and he said sure, that would be okay. However, it's a lot of digging. So, being partners with Onyxx, Onyxx decided to lend me his beacon. So I just set up this beacon, and now I need to dig out all of the slime chunks and set up the slime farm, and that is going to be my first project of the episode. So, without further ado, let's hit that time lapse. time lapse. Here it is. A fantastic multi-layered slime farm. In the time lapse, that took me about 2 hours of what you actually saw on camera there. And I managed to do 2 full layers of the slime farm, and then I was tired and I went to bed. But I came back the next day without recording the time lapse, and I put another 5 layers on it. So this is a 7-layer high slime farm, and every layer looks basically just like this. They've got 4 iron golems around, and that is truly on every single layer as well. Just so you can see all the way up. And maybe I'll be dangerous here and actually try to fly all the way up. Oh, there we go. So you can see all the way down all the iron golems and all of the spawning platforms. So this should provide more than enough slime, once it actually gets going, that is, for the big slime shop that Onyxx and I are planning to open. Shush, that's a big secret. Actually, it's not that big a secret. You're actually going to see later in this episode, I think. We're probably going to work on that slime a little bit. Slime shop, I should say. But first, we're going to actually have to meet up with Onyxx and talk about all of our big plans. So I was just heading back to the shopping district, and I saw a couple new big things to take a look at. Stock changes after all sell out, so get quickly. Okay, so this is Total Thomas Mann's limited market. He's got 1 diamond for 2 ender chests. I love ender chests. Too bad they're all sold out. Okay, well maybe this is something new. Back Gaming has place your heads in the chest with your name on it. Okay, this must explain something here. Headhunt, Igniter Special. The headhunt is starting on 17th of September and ending 25th of September. Rules are simple. Collect as many heads as you can. Okay, this is cool. Points will be displayed below. No cheating or stealing each other's heads. Good stuff. Mob heads, 10 points each. Player heads, 30 points. Okay, I wonder if that means PvP's allowed? I don't really know. Enderman heads, 50 points. Wither skeleton heads, 80 points. Wither heads, 120 points each. Wow, people are going to be collecting wither heads. And Ender dragon heads, 150 points. Wait. What? Why is my head worth 200 points? What is happening right now? How did I get a price on my head? I'm very concerned now. Did I do something to offend somebody? There's apparently a 200 point price on my head. I'm kind of worried. What's this? This is just more of the same. Okay. Yes, we shall have to figure out what this means at another time.
So, obviously, having the slime business, we need to figure out some prices and all that sort of stuff. So
yes, I don't know. Have you already officially announced to your subscribers, your watchers, that you have a slime business? Strangely enough,
I
haven't. This is kind of the first time everyone is hearing about this from me. Just because I haven't been recording a whole lot. But for those of you who don't know, Onyxx and I have been talking about starting our own slime business. And so, yeah, we need to talk about a bunch of things. Where we're going to put the business, what we're going to charge, all those other things.
And we've got the 2 slime farms built. One at my base and then one here at the shopping district, obviously.
Yeah, so I just finished it about 5 minutes ago. I have 7 spawning layers right under the shopping district, right in this area over here, which means it should be loaded quite a bit by just players who are in the area. So that's the hope anyway. We'll see if that actually works out or not, but hopefully it does. It means I won't have to spend as much time AFKing here. Uh-oh.
The prices, we don't really know. Like, what are your thoughts on prices for slime, like the slime balls and slime blocks?
That's a great question. How popular do you think slime is going to be? Do you think a lot of people are going to want to build with it? I know I'm going to want to build with it because I build a lot of flying machines and things like that that'll use slime blocks.
I think being slime and no one else having any farms, it could actually be pretty popular.
Okay. Why don't we go 4 diamonds for a stack of blocks?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and then balls will just price accordingly, and maybe a tiny bit more expensive than it would be if you just divided that, right?
Yeah, well, we can also, like I think I mentioned earlier, sell sticky pistons because they include slime balls and it's helpful for if you're making a flying machine or something like that.
Yeah, and sticky pistons are hard to craft. They're not really expensive in terms of materials. Like you need, 4 cobblestone and 3 planks and an iron and a redstone, right? To make plus a slime ball. But all of those things add up. If you want a stack of pistons, you need a stack of iron and a stack of redstone and 4 stacks of cobblestone and 3 stacks of planks. And I know I had to craft a stack of pistons yesterday because of a project I was working on, and it was unnecessarily difficult.
Yeah, it just saves people a lot of time. And also, you said honey as well, which that could be.
Yeah, that was just kind of an idea. Just in line with the whole, slime and stickiness. Honey is another one of those things, especially if you're going to be building things like, flying machines with both slime and honey blocks. They can both be used, right?
Well, that's why I spent a bit of time and gathered up some penis.
Oh, very nice. So, that's fantastic.
Yeah, most of them are full with 3Bs. I think there's one with only one, and then a couple with just 2 because they got out before I could collect them. But
that's okay.
Yeah, I got all of them.
So then I guess we should build a farm for those as well, and then and I mean, I don't know if you have the same idea that I do, but maybe we should build the honey farm also in the spawn chunk so that it's always running.
Yeah, that's probably the best idea. I had a bit of a look around earlier, but I wasn't quite sure where the best spot would actually be to put it.
My idea was actually to put it on the island, like right over there beside where the shulker is. Oops, fell in a hole.
Oh yeah.
So like a second building, kind of like side by side with the shulker.
Yeah. That's not a bad spot actually, yeah.
And it's close enough that I think I could just pipe the slime underground, like at bedrock level, all the way over to the farm and then up into the farm, so it just sort of collects in a back room for us.
Yeah, that'd be good. What you said you reckon maybe like a 16 by 16 sort of slime block sort of thing?
Yeah, I was thinking kind of like the slime head you threw to me earlier today.
Yeah.
Just like kind of copy the slime head, and then we've got like a shulker and then a slime bowl, which will be more or less the same. Is that 16 by 16 your shulker over there?
I actually don't know. I just watched a tutorial and just followed it, so I don't actually know how big
I
it is.
didn't count it, but for some reason I'm looking at it and I'm like, it looks like 16 by 16. So I have a feeling that if we put a slime ball beside it, like even offset by like a few blocks, like maybe like 4 or 5 blocks between them, and then a big slime head, I think it'll fit really nicely.
Yeah, it'll sort of fit because it's sort of 2 sort of mobs sort of things next to each other. So
exactly, yeah.
It actually fit pretty well.
And then maybe we can like cut a hole in the mouth or something and let people walk in that way.
Yeah, I actually just had an idea now. We could, like, next to it, build, like, a giant bee to sell the honey from or something like that.
Oh, that's a good idea, too. So then we have, like, 3 heads all in a row or something like that. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we lay out some plans for, like, maybe where the shops will be, and then, like, maybe I'll start building the slime shop and you can start building the bee?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, cool.
3 hours later.
Onyxx, what have we done?
We've done lots. We
have we spent the last several hours working together, and we built 2 shops. The first is a slime shop. It's pay no attention to the crummy interior. This is going to be fixed. And we built a honey shop, and that one I don't even think has an interior yet. Right?
Nothing in there yet. We haven't got any stock for that yet.
Doesn't even have any stock.
It'll come soon. It'll come soon.
This one does. This one does actually have some stock because we have 2 active slime farms now. We were able to collect a little bit of stock. Admittedly, most of this came from your farm, though, so not mine. Mine just got started. But here we go. We're selling slime blocks and we're selling slime balls. And slime blocks, 1 stack for 4 diamonds. Slime balls, 2 stacks for 1 diamond. So, obviously if you buy the slime blocks, you get a slightly better deal. I think you get a whole extra stack of slime balls, for that for the same price if you wanted to look at it that way. But if you only need a little slime, there, you've got the slime ball version. This is pretty cool. Much it. I think we're gonna make some good money here.
Or hopefully people are actually gonna gonna need the slime and honey as well. Hopefully, that's hopefully gonna be something else that will make us hopefully lots of
Yes.
diamonds, which will be good and increase your profits from one stack of diamond blocks to probably two before long.
Yes. Unfortunately, I don't have any more time to work on this today. You're just getting started. Well, I know you've got some other things to do during the day, but being on two sides of the world, our schedules are kind of different. So I'm going to bed, and you can enjoy the rest of your day.
Should do hopefully. Just get a bit more work done and see what happens, I guess.
Cool. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
I feel really bad. I was pretty much falling asleep last night when Onyxx and I recorded that clip. It was about 1 a.m. of my time, and we had just worked for like 3 hours or more on the farms, and I spent that whole clip showing off my slime building right there, and I completely forgot to mention that he also built a building. And that's not all. He's actually been working on a farm behind it as well, which I'll show off later. So this shop is not open yet. It doesn't have any stock yet, but this is what's going to be the seller of the honey. So I fell right off. There we go. Back up. Coming soon. If I break my way in here, you should see that there is basically absolutely nothing inside but a torch to stop spawning. But pretty cool. And you can definitely see it from a great distance as well, so it should catch some attention and make us lots of profits. So I just got back on the server after being AFK overnight, and I seem to be encased in some sort of box. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, so let me break out of this and see what's happening. Get trapped! Haha, lol. Yes. So, not as dangerous as I guess it could have been. Just got trapped in a bunch of netherrack. Oh wow, though, somebody actually punched out that block below me, so I may have actually fallen to my death if I wasn't careful.
All right, so I got this built up, which is the honeycomb and the honey farm. So on this side is the honeycomb that's filled up with all of the shears that gets us the honeycomb, and it just outputs into this chest down here, as you can see. And then I've had to make a bit of a contraption over this side with because the honey bottles, just the regular bottles, come out quite often. So I've made it so they come through here, filter back up, and they get filtered through. So then only the honey bottles end up in a chest here, and the regular bottles get filtered back through the system, so they can be actually used, which I thought was pretty smart. I thought of. So yeah,
Dude,
got that done.
This is amazing. Like, this is super clever. I love what you've done. I'm really impressed with this whole contraption. I think it's great. Unfortunately, like you kind of mentioned that we need like a lot more glass. You were AFK for about an hour smelting glass, and it's still smelting.
It's still going. But I got this chest up here that's just filtering a ton of glass bottles through, and that's making its way into the system. I think there's a few that are actually now full of glass bottles.
Yeah, I'm going to. You know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna help it out a little bit. I'm going to go along behind and just drop like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put like a bunch of bottles in each one of these.
And then we should soon be able to actually start selling some of this stuff. I mean, we can already sell honeycomb because we've already got heaps of that. We got over 9 stacks of that, so we can realistically already start selling that stuff.
That's perfect.
But the honey blocks and that they'll still be a bit before we can sell that because we don't really have many of them at the moment. But once we get more bottles in here, it should speed up a bit as well.
Yeah, I've just made sure every one of these dispensers has at least like a full bunch. Every slot is full of bottles. So now they don't have obviously all of the slots, but but that should be a good start for now. So. Yeah, and that basically means all of the farms are firing. So this is really cool. I did my underground thing today. That's what I did. So
I saw that. Yes.
yeah, so basically there's now a tunnel that goes from the slime farm, which is way over there. You can't really see it through the slime. All the way underground at bedrock level, basically, and then it comes up this water stream here and goes across these hoppers. And so hopefully everything is just kind of getting full in here, and this should start filling up. Yeah, so it's already filling up with slime, which is pretty cool. I see it's got some arrows and some bones, which means a skeleton must have spawned in there at some point and tried to attack the iron golem and fallen onto the magma blocks. So that's good. And we've got sort of bulk storage down here as well. So if these chests do start to fill up, we can grab whatever we want. I put a crafting table down here as well, so we can craft up blocks as much as we can and as fast as we can, and then just sort of dump them into the bulk storage until we have time to actually sort it all out.
Yeah, that looks good. And then this is working good because I came over here just after you'd finished it, and it was working perfectly. And you can already see there's a couple more in there, unless you put them in. I don't know whether you put them back in there, but
no. Sorry, I just put those in. Yeah, those were the two extras that I had. It would have been nice though. I did try dumping a bunch of just junk in the chests underground just to make sure that the stuff was actually filtering through, and it was. The reason it's probably not producing a lot of slime right now is because no one's been over there loading the slime chunks. So So I don't know if this furnaces and stuff or the bee farm is in the same radius as the slime farm would be, but maybe there's a point where you could split the difference where we AFK at both.
Yeah, that'd be probably pretty good. But if not, then it's not too big of a deal.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. I think what I'm going to try to do tonight is AFK overnight at the slime farm again, just to see, what kind of rates we do actually get out of this thing.
Yeah.
So, because I know
I was there for overnight, and there was about six or so double chests full.
It was crazy all full. I was really surprised this morning when I looked at it. Unfortunately, I didn't record it, but I did take a quick peek, and there was a lot of slime there. So I think one night of AFK is probably going to be enough to do our slime for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, pretty much. It seems like that way. Because the one you built is obviously a lot quicker than mine, but yeah, it's pretty efficient.
Yeah, I think I don't know how many layers yours has. Mine has 7 layers. I think they, yours probably has like 4 or 5 or something. So it's I know it's close.
I think 4. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this one it's a little bit more efficient. And like I said, the best part about it is there are going to be people who are just kind of mulling around the shopping district, and when they are, it's going to be loaded. So like, if Killer Cat is ever online, he's going to be loading the farm because his base is right above it. Skeleton Craft, he's actually building a base. I don't know if you noticed, there's a sign up on top of that hill just behind Killer Cat's base that says Skeleton Craft. Oh. So I assume he's going to be building a base there, or a shop or something, whatever it is. He's building there right now. I don't know if you can see that deep slate building that's just appeared up there now. So that's new in the last hour. So
right.
So he's going to be loading the slime farm as well. So
well, that's good as well.
Yeah, it's good. So I'm excited to open the honey shop, and the slime shop is already doing well. I don't know if you noticed, but we did actually sell a 2 stacks of slime balls, and I put our first diamond up on the wall in there. So.
Yeah, I saw that when I went to go check see if we'd sold anything. I saw it on the wall. It was.
Yeah, I'm not sure who
pretty
bought
exciting
slime,
to see that we actually sold some.
Somebody did.
Yeah. I think it might take a bit to sort of be popular because people, I don't think, are quite ready to be using it for farms and that yet. But
yeah, that's exactly it.
The earlier we put it up, the better, I reckon. Anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping. These first couple of weeks for me are going to be super grindy to try to get everything done. The other thing that I wanted to build this week was a big sort of automated sugarcane farm, but I don't think I'm going to even get to that this week because now I've got to build a super smelter, both for our own use, and Total Thomas Man actually asked me to build him a super smelter too, and I've been kind of neglecting it just in favor of some of the other big things like the slime farm and the slime builds. Plus, there's the post office back there. I'm supposed to be doing the interior for the post office. Yeah, I've got a bunch of projects that need to be done and no time to do them. So.
Yeah, yeah. Got a lot on your hands at the moment.
I do. Unfortunately I just filled my calendar with so much stuff. So
If you ever need any help with any of it, just let me know because I'm not overly busy with things to do. Like I've still got to do my mega base and everything like that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm going to work on that slowly, so it's going to take me a long time to do it. But yeah, if you ever need help with anything, just let me know, and I can always come over and give you a hand.
Awesome. So I guess that as the sun sets, that's pretty much the end of the projects for this day. I'll keep plugging away this week.
See ya.
Based on the minecart and the sounds that you can hear behind me, you might guess that I'm actually at Total Thomas Mann's base in front of his pumpkin farm. And this is going to be the home of my next big project. You see, I think I mentioned this before, but I promised Total Thomas Mann that I would create a super smelter for him, and it's gonna go right here. So take a good look at this empty space behind me because this is about to become a super smelter. So without further ado, let's hit that time lapse. End of time lapse, and here it is, the 16 furnace super smelter. As you can see, just after the time lapse, I actually added a little bit more. I added some signs, instructing Total Thomas Mann exactly how to use this. So it's pretty simple. Basically, you got two chests up top. The one in the back is for fuel. So I'm just gonna dump a bunch of fuel in there. You can see it actually loads up really fast into this hopper minecart. And that even says fuel in back chest, turn on lever. So when it's finished loading the fuel, which as you can see goes very fast, there, you turn on the lever and now it is gonna distribute coal to all of those furnaces. And if we just take a quick peek here, you'll see, yep, they're all getting a few pieces of coal, so that's cool. Step 2, insert smeltable items up top here. So I'm gonna do, 8 stacks of sandstone and just see exactly how long it takes. So it's loading, it'll load up to 5 stacks, and then every time it comes back, it'll grab even more from this chest. I can't remember exactly how fast it loads, but look at this. Let's see, how did you get a dirt in there? Get out of there. There you go. So it's loaded up all 5 stacks, and now once it's loaded, we'll just hit the little button and away it goes. So I'm just gonna see how long it takes to actually smelt up 8 full stacks of sandstone. And I'll come back and let you know how long it took. And as the last hopper burns itself out, you can see that all of this material has been smelted. Let's see. Look at that. 8 full stacks of smooth sandstone. And that took all of about 4.5, maybe 5 minutes for that all to smelt. So that's pretty cool. I hope Total Thomas Mann is very excited to have a super smelter. I know I would be super happy to have a smelter like this. And there is just one more project that I really want to get done before this episode is over. And that is to tackle the interior of the post office, which I have been promising to do for at least a week or so now. But guess what? I already did it. So let's take a quick look inside the brand new post office. So when you go inside the new post office, you're greeted with a lovely interior architecture, and don't mind this piece of dirt. It doesn't really belong there. But take a look at this. everybody has their own mailbox, which is a chest. Basically. And you might think, okay, well, that's cool. They're all in alphabetical order, by the way. Starting over here with Archibald Kimball, aka Captain Ronnie. I put everybody's YouTube name as well as their Minecraft name in the cases where they're different here. So, but if you want to give somebody some mail, like for example, let's say you wanted to come over to VidMC and you decided he really deserves this amethyst shard. You could just pop that in there. And look at that! He's got an amethyst shard now in his mailbox. The light is lit up, and then he knows that there is mail for him. But if you take it out, the light goes off. Very, very cool. But check this out. This is even better. Do you have something for everyone? You just need to place 13 items in the chest and press the button. So I'm going to open this chest, put 13 items in there. They drain out immediately, and then I will push the button and listen to how cool this is. That is so neat. I should probably program everybody with a different note just to make it sound a little bit cooler. But that's how you deliver an item to all of the users. I currently have 2 empty spaces, but they're reserved. And they can't actually accept any items. If you put more than 13 items in, the minecart goes over, drops off 13 items, and if there's any items left, it'll skip these 2, and then it'll just put more items in these people on the way back. So only put 13 items in. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you liked the post office design. And that is going to be it for this episode. I have had a crazy week building farms and building shops with Onyxx and collecting profits and doing the interior of the post office and all that other fun stuff. If you guys really enjoyed what you saw and you want to see more, please consider subscribing to this channel if you have not already. It's quick, it's easy, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you really liked what you saw, hey, why not give me a like on this video as well? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode!